rain hadn't stopped in 3 days. It hissed over rooftops like static, slicking the skyline in neon reflections. Tokyo pulsed beneath the storm, a maze of lights, glass, and whispering streets. Snake Eyes stood atop a rooftop overlooking Shibuya, his black armor blending into the night. He had tracked the Yakuza arms dealer, Takeda Noboru, for 48 hours straight. Intel said Noboru had come into possession of alien tech, heat-based weapons he didn't understand but planned to sell. Only Noboru hadn't shown up for his last deal. Something had intercepted him. Snake Eyes found him hanging from a radio tower. Noboru's body was skinned, strung upside down, and glistening in the downpour. His eyes were frozen open in terror. The sight was brutal, surgical, and almost ritualistic. No human did this. Snake Eyes scanned the area. No signs of Cobra, no drones, no cameras. Just the eerie, electric hum of the city. His fingers tightened around the hilt of his katana. He wasn't alone. Snake Eyes descended the building in absolute silence, slipping through scaffolding, weaving between antennae, into alleys awash in ghostly reflections. The rain blurred the world into shifting colors, and even for someone trained in silence and death, something felt off. Then something moved. A shimmer against the air, like heat rising in reverse. Snake Eyes threw a shuriken without hesitation. It vanished into nothingness. A low clicking echoed through the alley. Not human. Snake Eyes leapt backward as something massive slammed into the pavement. Sparks exploded around him. He landed in a crouch, katana drawn, and froze. And then he saw it. Only for a second. A monstrous figure, armored in bone and alloy, loomed at the far end of the alley. Its body flickered like a faulty hologram. Glowing red eyes pierced through the veil. The creature clicked again, an alien sound of anticipation. Then it vanished. This wasn't Cobra. This wasn't a merc. It was hunting him. The next 12 hours turned into a war. Snake Eyes found more bodies. Yakuza operatives turned inside out. Cobra informants strung up like warning signs. Some were burned, others skinned. One was pinned to a wall with what looked like an alien javelin. All had been hunted. Tokyo itself felt haunted. Neon signs buzzed erratically. Security drones dropped from the sky, disabled before they could scream. Thunder grumbled over the rooftops, but beneath it all, Snake Eyes kept hearing the same clicking, always faint, always nearby. He laid traps. Shuriken loaded with EMP bursts. Cobra made thermal disruptors. Motion sensors from Duke's personal stash. Nothing worked. The predator was always ahead of him. He scaled rooftops to find high ground. The hunter followed. He dove into sewers to disappear. The hunter dropped in after him. In the glass reflection of a skyscraper, Snake Eyes finally saw it behind him. Massive. Dreadlocked. Watching. He spun blade out, but the creature was gone, replaced by flickering red laser dots centered on his heart. He dove sideways as a plasma blast tore the wall beside him to molten shards. Rolling, he cut through smoke, launched a flash bomb, and disappeared up a steel ladder into the rooftop maze above. Rain roared like gunfire. Snake Eyes didn't stop. The predator began toying with him. A Cobra agent's body was thrown into Snake Eyes' path, splattering across the windshield of a parked truck. Snake Eyes found one of his own traps disarmed and reassembled into a shape resembling a human skull. A recording of his own voice from a previous mission, played from a Yakuza comlink. The Predator had hacked Cobra Tech. Snake Eyes began to realize this thing wasn't just hunting him. It was learning him. Each tactic he used, the creature responded more quickly. Each maneuver, each bait, each ambush, it adjusted. It didn't just want to kill. It wanted a challenge. It wanted a trophy. It ended underground. Beneath the city, Tokyo's labyrinthine subway tunnels twisted in steam and shadows. One tunnel had been shut down for maintenance. Snake Eyes entered through a side hatch, silent and invisible, stepping through puddles that reflected dim red lights. Steam poured from broken valves. Flickering fluorescence strobed against the grime-stained walls. A single neon exit sign pulsed faintly in the distance. Snake Eyes moved like a ghost. His temperature was low, his breathing shallow. Even his heartbeat had slowed. The hunter's thermal vision would see nothing. And yet, the clicking came again. Then silence. Snake Eyes stood completely still. His hands gripped the katana. Every sense, every instinct burned red. The trap was set. He had lured the predator into a dead zone of tech disruption. Then the shimmer moved through the mist. Snake Eyes struck first. The katana flashed like lightning, cutting into the creature's shoulder with a hiss of blood and sparks. The predator staggered back, its camouflage failing. It roared a guttural, alien howl that echoed off the tunnel walls. Massive. Towering. Its mask turned slowly. Red eyes locked on. Snake Eyes darted forward, flipped over a service pipe, and hurled two plasma-shielded throwing blades. One missed. The other struck the predator's wrist cannon, shorting it in a small explosion. For the first time, it looked enraged. It lunged. Snake Eyes met it head-on. Steel clashed against alien alloy. The katana scraped across the predator's gauntlet. The wrist blade missed Snake Eyes' neck by inches. He slid low, slashing across its thigh, green blood spraying the floor. But adapted. A backhand like a hammer caught Snake Eyes in the ribs. He flew across the tunnel, crashing into a column. Pain screamed through his side. He rolled, barely dodging a savage lunge. Smoke bombs. Feints. He danced through shadows. The predator followed. Each time he struck, the creature blocked. Each move Snake Eyes made, the predator responded faster. Until Snake Eyes ducked behind a generator box, landed a vertical slice into the predator's lower back. It howled, dropped to a knee. Victory was near. He raised his sword. And then the wrist blade punched through his side. His body arched. Blood burst from his mouth. The predator stood, lifting him from the ground. It stared into Snake Eyes' visor, savoring the moment. Then, with a final brutal heave, it tossed his body to the tunnel floor. He landed hard, katana clattering beside him. The predator knelt, picked up the blade, examined it. A trophy. It roared. Loud. Proud. Triumphant. And vanished into the steam. 3 days later, Tokyo authorities investigated a rash of unexplained deaths. No conclusive evidence. No surveillance footage. No witnesses. Except one thing. A long, black katana stabbed into the concrete beside a maintenance tunnel, and carved above it, deep in glowing faint green, an alien symbol. Untranslated. Unexplained. Unforgettable.